Congressional Republicans finally arrived at their retreat this afternoon after the train they were riding in collided with a truck.
The crash happened just after 11 this morning near Charlottesville, Virginia. The Amtrak train carrying several GOP lawmakers collided with a trash truck. 2 Amtrak workers and 2 train passengers were injured. One person in the truck was killed, another was seriously injured. Lawmakers were headed to a resort in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. They were taken by bus for the remainder of the trip. They arrived safely just after 4 this evening.
At least 3 Tennessee lawmakers were on board the train at the time of the crash, including Congressman Chuck Fleischmann of the 3rd District.
Fleischmann and his son were headed to the retreat. Neither was injured in the crash. Channel 3's Tanisha Cordell spoke with Fleischmann's wife about the incident. Tanisha.
Well, Greg, this is the second time in 7 months Brenda Fleischmann has watched from home as her husband was in the middle of a life-threatening incident. She says she talked to her husband over the phone around 7 this morning, as they routinely do. About 4 hours later, she got another call.
I was actually upstairs and I saw that I had missed a phone call from my husband, and so I texted and told him I was actually here. And then he called me.
Brenda Fleischmann says as soon as she answered the phone Wednesday morning, her husband asked her one question.
Asked me if I had the television on, and I said no. And so then he told me what had happened. So I immediately turned the television on.
She says her husband assured her that he and their 26-year-old son were safe. Both were on board an Amtrak train headed to a legislative retreat in West Virginia when it hit a garbage truck. Brenda Fleischmann says watching the scene unfold was too familiar.
It was kind of strange to be seeing him on TV again like that.
Last summer, Congressman Chuck Fleischmann was on the field with his GOP congressional baseball team when shots were fired. 6 people were injured.
You learn not to take anything for granted, and that we, constantly are praying for each other when we're apart.
Brenda Fleischmann says she will continue to lean on her faith each time her husband leaves home, but she's also praying for those who aren't able to return home to their loved ones.
We are concerned about the individuals that were hurt, and of course praying for the families of the gentleman that was killed.
Now, the crash is still under investigation. The retreat will go on as planned this weekend. Vice President Mike Pence is already there. The president is expected to arrive tomorrow. For now, live in the studio, Tanisha Cordell, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Tanisha.